In this today's session, we are going to discuss about series resonance. In the previous video, we discussed about what is meant by resonant circuits, type of resonant circuits like series resonance, parallel resonance. We discussed about finding the quality factor for resistor series connection with the inductor, resistor series connection with capacitor. For both circuits, we calculated the quality factor, nothing but figure of merit. Now, uh, we are going to discuss about series resonance. Here, I consider a resistor is connected in series with inductor and capacitor. For that circuit, I applied the supply voltage V and current I is flowing through the circuit. The impedance of this series RLC circuit. This is what series RLC circuit. We are going to calculate how much impedance is there. Now, the impedance of series RLC circuit we are going to calculate, that is given by indicated as Z. We know Z is what? It is the ratio of what? V by I. That one we know. And what about impedance? The impedance of this series RLC circuit. This is R, and impedance across inductor is represented as JXL, and across capacitor that is minus JXC. Let us take J common here, plus R plus J, XL minus XC. This is a reactive reactances. These are inductive reactance. This is capacitive reactance. Now, for the simplification, Z equal to what? R plus J. XL means what? We know that XL equal to what? Omega L, and XC equal to capacitive reactance equal to 1 by omega C. This one we know. Let us substitute here. That is omega L minus 1 by omega C, where what omega indicates, it is the frequency in radians per second. It is the frequency component. It is the frequency component in radians per second. According to the definition of resonance, at resonance, reactive part of impedance of series RLC circuit is 0. This point we have to remember. This is a very important point. At resonance, reactive part of series RLC circuit, reactive part in impedance, of series RLC circuit is 0. This point we have to remember. At resonance, reactive part in impedance. This is what impedance. In this impedance, reactive part of impedance of series RLC circuit is 0. Nothing but this is reactive part, correct? This reactive part becomes 0 as per this sentence statement. So I'm going to write in equations. At resonance, reactive part, this is the reactive part, becomes 0. So omega L minus omega 1 divided by omega C is equal to 0. Now we are discussing about the cases for the resonance. Because of that reason, I am going to represent as omega naught. Omega naught means indicates resonance, series resonance. Omega R means, omega P means parallel resonance. In the next session, we are going to discuss. So omega naught indicate that we are observing the frequency where at resonance. Now for the simplification, that is omega naught L equal to 1 divided by omega naught C. Okay. Now this will I will take the LHS side, that is omega naught square equal to 1 divided by L into C. Hence omega naught equal to square root of LC radians per second. We know that omega naught equal to what? 2 pi f naught. let us substitute here. Let us substitute here. That is, hence 2 pi f naught equal to 1 divided by square root of LC. Then what about f naught? Hence f naught is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi into square root of LC. This is what resonant frequency, series resonant frequency. F naught is called as series resonant frequency. Okay. You have to remember one point, that is at resonance, inductive reactance is equal to capacitive reactance. At resonance, inductive reactance. This is inductive reactance. Inductive reactance is equal to capacitive reactance. So this is the equation for what? Finding the resonant frequency. It is the equation of what? Series resonant frequency. Next, we are going to discuss about quality factor of series resonant circuit. Next, we'll discuss quality factor of series resonant circuit. Q factor of series resonant circuit. Okay. The Q factor of series resonant circuit is nothing but the quality factor of inductor or capacitor in series resonant circuit at resonance. So at resonance, the magnitude of the reactance of inductor is same as that of capacitor. Is same as that of capacitor. Hence, the energy stored by both elements. Both elements means what you say, capacitor and inductor, L and C. Hence, the energy stored by the both the elements would be same. Hence, the quality factor of series resonant circuit is denoted by, that is Q naught is equal to omega naught L by R. See, in the previous video, we discussed about quality factor of a circuit containing resistor in series with L, that is omega L by R we discussed. And quality factor for what? The resistor in series with capacitor, that is we discussed, that is we calculate as omega RC, but we are discussing in terms of resonance, so I'm going to represent as omega naught. So once again I'm going to repeat, the quality factor or figure of merit for the series resonant circuit, if you are discussing this point, we have to remember at resonance the magnitude of the reactance of inductor, is same as that of capacitor. Hence, energy stored by both the elements remains same. So because of that reason, we are writing the quality factor or figure of merit of the series resonant circuit as Q naught equal to omega naught L by R, that is equal to 1 divided by omega naught RC. Okay, now if we take this term, Q naught equal to omega naught L by R. Okay, but in the we know that omega naught equal to what? 1 divided by square root of LC. Let us substitute this value here. Then what happens? Q naught equal to 1 divided by square root of LC into L divided by R. For a simplification, say this one get cancels, and in the numerator it becomes square root of L, and in the denominator square root of C divided by R. So we are writing Q naught equal to 1 by R. This is 1 by R multiplied by square root of L by C. It is the quality factor of what? Series resonant circuit. Okay. Next, we will discuss a bandwidth and selectivity of series resonant circuit. Bandwidth and selectivity. Bandwidth and selectivity. Okay. First, we will see bandwidth, then we will go to selectivity. The series RLC circuit has very important property of selecting particular frequency. That means the series RLC circuit can easily discriminate or distinguish the only frequency amongst the band of different frequencies. To compare the selectivity of different resonant circuits, it is necessary to know bandwidth of series RLC circuit. So because of that reason, we are going to calculate the bandwidth. So what is meant by bandwidth? Very interesting parameter it is. It is defined as the band of frequencies over which the power in the circuit is off of its maximum value. So once again, I'm repeating, bandwidth is what? It is the band of frequencies over which the power in the circuit is off of its maximum value. Okay, let us discuss this parameter bandwidth at at resonance. At resonance, the we are getting the maximum current, that is represented as I naught. And what is I naught? I naught equal to V by R. I equal to V by R. So this current is maximum. This current is maximum as impedance is minimum at resonance. When we are getting maximum current, if and only if impedance is minimum. If impedance is minimum, then only we are getting maximum current. Hence, at resonant frequency, power in this circuit, power in this circuit is given by power in this circuit at resonance. Power in the circuit at resonance is given by, that is maximum power. So we are indicating P naught. P naught equal to nothing but maximum power, P max. P max equal to what? I naught square into R. So what we know, what we discussed earlier. So bandwidth is what? It is the band of frequencies. It is the band of frequencies over which power in this circuit, is off of its maximum value. Hence, as per the statement, uh, P dash is equal to half of maximum power, that is P naught by 2. That is equal to what? I naught square into R by 2. Or we can write, or we can write I naught divided by square root of 2 whole square into R. Okay. So what we got here at the frequencies where power in the circuit is half of its maximum value, the current becomes 1 by square root of 2 times, or 1 by 2, 1 by square root of 2 is equal to what? 0.707 is equal to 0.707. Hence, we can tell at the frequencies where the power in the circuit is off of its maximum value, current becomes 0.707, 0.707 times of its maximum value. So the frequencies at which power in the circuit is off of its maximum value are called off power frequencies. Okay. Once again, I'll repeat, the frequencies at which power in the circuit is off of its maximum value are called off power frequencies. Okay. Now we'll discuss frequency components. See here. This is what, this is resonant frequency F naught. This is F1. This is represented as F2. Horizontal axis X axis is represented as frequency, and vertical axis Y axis is represented as current I. We are plotting the graph for current versus frequency. Now, whatever we discuss right now, This one I'm going to represent in terms of diagram. This is what delta f. It is also delta f, and this entire this frequency range is called as band of frequencies. That is called as bandwidth. Okay. Now see what we are getting here. This is this value indicates maximum current, that is represented as I naught. I naught is nothing but maximum current, peak current. And what about a circuit is said to be resonant? A series RLC circuit is said to be resonance. Then what about the current? Current becomes, already we discussed, current becomes what? 0.707 times of maximum current. So it becomes 0.707 I naught. When it happens at resonance. So at resonant frequency F1, power in this circuit is off, and it's given by P dash equal to 1 by 2 I naught square into R. Similarly, this one at frequency F2, power in this circuit is also off, and it is given by P dash is equal to 1 by 2 I naught square into R. This is the power at frequency F1. This is the power at frequency F2. Okay. Thus, F1 is called as lower of power frequency. F1 is called as lower of power frequency, where F2 is called as upper of power frequency. Okay. According to the definition of bandwidth, the bandwidth of series RLC circuit, the bandwidth of series RLC circuit is the what? Difference between upper frequency and lower frequency. That is SI is hertz. Hence, the current in the series RLC circuit, is given by, so that is I equal to, it is the ratio of Y, V by voltage by impedance. That is impedance is indicated by Z. So V divided by Z is already we calculated across impedance across series RLC circuit is given by R square plus omega L minus omega C square root of. Okay. Hence, at off power point, so what we are getting? Current is equal to what? It is the half of maximum current. I equal to what? It is the half of maximum square root of 2, sorry, 0.707 of maximum current. Hence, we can write 1 by square root of 2 as it is. I naught equal to what? I naught equal to, already we discussed, I naught equal to V by R. So equation 2 and equation 1. Let us compare equation 1 and 2. What we are getting? Let us compare equation 1 and 2. So 1 by square root of 2 into V by R, that is equal to this much. So what we are writing? 1 by square root of 2 into V by R is equal to V divided by square root of R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square. Do the simplification. Next part is simplification. I will take this LHS side. Square root of R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square is equal to V get cancels, b we get cancels. This denominator term will go to the numerator, that is square root of 2 into r. Let us take square on both sides. Squaring on both sides, r square plus omega l minus 1 by omega c whole square is equal to 2 into r square. Okay, next I will take this r square towards RHS side, that is omega l minus 1 by omega c whole square is equal to, what happens, 2 r square minus r square, it becomes r square. Let us take square root on both sides. Square root on both sides, omega l minus 1 by omega c is equal to square root of this one, that is plus r minus r, plus r minus r. Okay, thus this equation, from this equation it is clear that at half power frequencies f1 and f2, the reactive part of impedance of series RLC circuit is equal to resistive part of impedance. What we proved now? The reactive part of impedance, this is the reactive part of impedance, right? The reactive part of impedance of series RLC circuit is equal to resistive part of impedance. It is about series resonance circuit. So from the above equation we can write, I will split the terms, plus and minus is there, because of that reason I will take two values, omega 1 L minus 1 divided by omega 1 C is equal to, I will take minus R, and omega 2 L minus 1 by omega 2 C equal to plus R. Let us represent equation 3 and equation 4. According to these two equations, first I will add these two equations. Adding equation 3 and 4, what we are getting? Adding these two equations. So first I will take these two terms. Omega 2 is per term, so I will write first omega 2 plus omega 1. L is common. Next, coming to here, I will take minus term common, divided by 1 by omega 2 plus 1 by omega 1 into 1 by c is there. 1 by c is equal to minus r plus r. Adding these two things, it becomes 0. Okay, for the simplification, omega 2 plus omega 1 into L minus, take LCM. If you take LCM, what we are getting? So let us take the LCM. From the LCM, we are writing omega 1 plus omega 2 divided by omega 1 into omega 2 multiplied by 1 by c is equal to 0. Is it clear? So what is the next step? Simplification. I will take this part towards RHS side. Then it becomes omega 1 plus omega 2 into L is equal to omega 1 plus omega 2 divided by omega 1 into omega 2 multiplied by 1 by c. Okay, here also omega 1 plus omega 2 is there, here also omega 1 plus omega 2 is there. So these two things get cancels. What left? L into 1 divided by omega 1 into omega 2 multiplied by 1 by c. So I will take this term LHS, hence omega 1, it becomes numerator, omega 1 into omega 2 equal to 1 divided by L into c. This point you have to remember, omega 1 into omega 2 equal to 1 by LC. But from condition of resonance, you know the condition of resonance, omega naught equal to what? 1 by square root of L into C is there. Okay, it is what? This equation, this term we got from the condition of resonance. Hence we can write omega 1 into omega 2 is equal to, see, these two things we can compare. From the comparison we can write this one, we have to write as a, in terms of omega naught square. If it is omega naught equal to 1 by square root of LC, then 1 by LC we can write as omega naught square. Is it clear? Hence, let us express these two things in terms of frequency components. This one I'm expressing f1, f2. This is f naught square. Hence, f naught is equal to square root of f1 into f2. So this equation shows that the resonant frequency is the very important. F naught is this. From this equation, we can say that f naught is the resonant frequency. The resonant frequency is the geometric mean of two of power frequencies. F1 and F2 are half power frequencies. Hence, from this equation, we can say that in the examination, you may ask show how the resonant frequency is the geometric mean of two of our frequencies. From that question, we have to write the answer this one. Okay. Hence, from this equation, we can say that the resonant frequency is geometric mean of two of our frequencies. Okay. It is about what this equation we got when we are adding those two equations, equation 3 and 4. Equation 3 and 4 we added and we got this one. Let us subtract the equations. Now what we're getting, omega 2 minus omega 1 into L. Okay, observe here. Subtracting 3 from 4. Minus of minus, it becomes plus. Plus, that is plus 1 divided by omega 1 minus 1 by omega 2 into 1 by C is equal to R. Minus of R, it becomes 2R. Okay. For the simplification, okay, I will take L out of this term. If I am taking L out of entire this term, it becomes omega 2 minus omega 1 plus 1 divided by, let us take the LCM. It becomes omega 2 minus omega 1 divided by omega 1 into omega 2. As I told, I have taken L common from this entire LHS term. So L taken means it is gone. And what about this here? If you have taken the L from this means the denominator we have to substitute L here, 1 by LC, and here nothing but in another way we can say that multiply the entire equation by 1 by L. Multiply the entire equation by 1 by L. 1 by L means L get cancels here, 1 by L into C here, 2R divided by L. But we know already we proved. See here, this one you have to use omega 1 into omega 2 is equal to what? 1 by LC already we calculated, and let us substitute here. Omega 1 and omega 2 equal to what? 1 by LC. Let us substitute. What happens? This and this get cancels. Omega 1 into omega 2 equal to 1 by LC. Okay, let us simplify here. Omega 2 minus omega 1 plus omega 2 minus omega 1 divided by, this one I'm going to substitute. 1 by LC means it will go to the numerator. LC divided by LC 2 into R by L. And this term get cancels. Is it clear? Now, next step, simplification. What happens? Omega 2 minus omega 1. Omega 2 minus omega 1. So 2, it becomes 2 of omega 2 minus omega 1 is equal to 2R divided by L. So 2 get cancels, hence omega 2 minus omega 1 equal to R by L. Okay, is it clear? Let us express in terms of F frequencies. This is indicated as F2 and this one as F1. So in other way, not to understand, we can write 2F2 minus 2 pi F1 is equal to R by L. Okay. Now let us take a 2 pi common. F2 minus F1 is equal to R by L. Okay, let us take 2 pi towards RHS. F2 minus F1 is equal to R divided by 2 pi into L. So very important equation. So this is what? F2 minus F1 what? Already we discussed. F2 minus F1 is nothing but it is the bandwidth. Hence, what we calculated? We calculated from this derivation what we calculated, bandwidth F2 minus F1 is equal to R divided by 2 pi into L. This is the expression for bandwidth of the series resonance circuit. Let us go for next topic, that is selectivity. Next topic is selectivity. The selectivity of resonance circuit. Selectivity of resonance circuit is nothing but the ability of a circuit to discriminate or distinguish between desired and undesired frequencies. Very important. The name itself indicates selectivity. Select. What we are going to select? We are going to select the frequencies. How we are going to select the frequencies? We are going to distinguish or discriminate between the desired and undesired. Nothing but between the wanted and unwanted frequencies. So once again, I'll repeat. Selectivity is nothing but it is the ability of a circuit to discriminate or distinguish between the desired and undesired frequencies. So from this statement, let us define the selectivity. Selectivity is the defined as it is the ratio. Selectivity is defined as it is the ratio of resonant frequency divided by bandwidth of the circuit. So resonant frequency is indicated as F naught. Okay, resonant frequency is indicated as F naught. Is it clear? And bandwidth already we calculate, that is indicated as F2 minus F1. It is about selectivity. Hence, but we know bandwidth is already we discussed. Bandwidth is equal to F2 minus F1 we calculated, that is R divided by 2 pi into L. Okay, now let us substitute this value in the selectivity equation. Then selectivity becomes F naught as it is divided by F2 minus F1 is given by R divided by 2 pi into L. This will go to the numerator, hence it becomes 2 pi F naught into L divided by R. Hence selectivity equal to this one we are going to write as this term, that is omega naught into L by R. Okay, is it clear? No, very simple. Already we got this equation. This is indicated in the previous discussion. This term is indicated as omega naught into L by R. That is indicated as quality factor. So Q naught. So what we got from this discussion? From this discussion, we can say that selectivity of series resonant circuit is directly proportional to quality factor of circuit at resonant frequency. Once again, I will repeat, from this discussion we can conclude that the selectivity of series resonant circuit is directly, nothing but both are equal, right? Is directly proportional to the quality factor of a circuit at resonant frequency. Okay, this is about if it is so, once again we can link with bandwidth. So once again I will write here one more term, selectivity. Selectivity, that is equal to what? Q naught is equal to what? F naught. Selectivity equal to what? F naught by F2 minus F1. F2 minus F1 is nothing but bandwidth. F2 minus F1 bandwidth. Okay, hence F2 minus F1 bandwidth. F2 minus F1 is what? Bandwidth. F2 minus F1 is what? Bandwidth. So if you take this term bandwidth to the LHS and quality factor to the RHS, it becomes F naught by Q naught. So what we got from this expression, rearranging the terms, what we got. Hence bandwidth is equal to bandwidth of series resonant circuit. It is what? Bandwidth of series resonant circuit is inversely proportional to quality factor of the circuit at resonant frequency. So from this discussion we can conclude 2 points. First point is proportional to the quality factor. That is what? The selectivity of a series resonant circuit is directly proportional to quality factor of the circuit. And one more point, we can conclude the bandwidth of the series resonant circuit is inversely proportional to quality factor of this circuit at resonance frequencies. Okay, from all these discussions, we can list some properties and applications of series resonant circuit. Those are first point, under resonance. Under resonance, the applied AC voltage and the resulting AC current are in phase. Voltage and current both are in phase. First point you have to remember. Second point, okay, I'm going to list in these by taking one more. Properties. Properties and applications of series resonant circuit. Properties and application of series resonant circuit. What is first? We discussed under the resonance applied AC voltage and AC current, resulting AC current, both are in phase. First point. Second point, under resonance, the series resonance circuit shows unity power factor condition. Second point is what? Unity power factor. Okay. Third point, we can say under resonance, the total reactance of the circuit becomes 0. That is omega naught L minus omega naught 1 divided by omega naught is equal to 0. That is total reactance. Total reactance becomes 0. Next. So we can say that the impedance of this circuit becomes purely resistive. One more point that is we discussed. For this I am going to show where we discussed. See, this is the impedance of the circuit becomes purely resistive. Thus the voltage and current are in phase. Okay. Next point. Impedance is minimum at resonance compared to the frequency, other frequency. Impedance is very minimum. Impedance is minimum. All these points what we are discussing, all these points with respect to what? At resonance, at series resonance. So impedance is minimum at series resonance. Next point, the current in the series resonance circuit is maximum. Current is maximum. That is I naught. Current is maximum. And under resonance, the resonance circuit acts as a voltage amplifier. This is very important. Circuit acts as a voltage amplifier. Voltage amplifier with the quality factor of the circuit. Hence, Q naught, because of this reason, quality factor, Q naught acting as a amplification or the magnification factor. Okay, Q naught acts as a amplification or the magnification factor. Okay, next point, under resonance, energy stored by the L and C, nothing but energy stored by inductor and capacitors is equal to as having equal value. Hence, quality factor of the circuit is nothing but the quality factor of L and quality factor of C, both are same. Quality factor of L and quality factor of capacitor remains same. Okay, next quality factor. We are discussing about quality factor of L and C, same. Okay, next point. The quality factor of the circuit decides selectivity of the circuit. So it is required value must be large enough. So it decides how much the resonant circuit is selective. Okay. Next point. The impedance under resonance is capacitive in nature. This point is, remember, the impedance under resonance is capacitive in nature. Capacitive in nature. While above resonance, it is under resonance. Remember, it is this point is under resonance. If we are discussing above resonance, if you are discussing above resonance, it is inductive in nature. Inductive in nature. So in general, the series resonant circuit is used when high power output is required at a particular frequency and impedance requirement is lower. Once again, I will repeat. In general, the series resonant circuit is used when high power output is required at a particular frequency and impedance requirement is very low. Okay, this is about the theoretical concept of series resonant circuits. We'll take one example. With the help of an example, we'll discuss how to calculate the parameters for the series resonant circuits. Okay, first I will take find the resonant frequency in a series circuit having an inductance of 50 millihenry and a condenser of 5 microfarad. Find the resistance of the circuit if circuit draws a current of 10 amperes at resonance with a supply voltage of 50 volt. Also find the quality factor of the circuit. Okay. First, I am going to list out the given data. What are the given data? 50 millihenry. It is what? It is inductor value, inductance. Hence, L equal to 50 millihenry. Milli means 10 raised to minus 3 Henry. Okay. Next, condenser is given. Condenser nothing but it is a capacitor. How much value it has? 5 microfarad. So C equal to 5 microfarad. Micro means 10 raised to minus 6 farad. Find the resistance of the circuit. Okay, fine. Current is given. It draws a current of 10 amperes. Hence, I naught equal to 10 amperes. As well as given the supply voltage 50 volt. V equal to 50 volt. So what are the things he is asking for? He is asking for the find the quality factor of the circuit. Find the resistance. Two things is asking: resistance and the quality factor. First, I will calculate resonant frequency. The resonant frequency of the series circuit is given by F naught equal to, we have the formula F naught equal to 1 divided by 2 pi square root of LC. 1 by 2 pi. L is given. Let us substitute the value of L. C is given. Substitute the value of the C. And do this simplification. We got F naught equal to 318.331 Hertz. Hence, F naught equal to what we got? 318.31 Hertz. Yes. The current at resonance is what? We know that is maximum current. I naught equal to V by Z naught. That is V by R. Hence, R equal to what? R equal to V by I naught. V is given. So, R equal to V is 50 divided by I naught is what? I naught is also given. That is 10. Let us substitute 50 by 10. That is 5. Hence, resistance is calculated. Resistance equal to 5 ohms. Next, the last one. The calculation of the quality factor of the circuit. Q naught equal to 1 divided by R square root of LC. It is the formula for calculating quality factor of the circuit if the circuit is series resonance. Hence Q equal to 1 by R is calculated now itself. Substitute here 1 by 5. Square root of L is what? 50 to 10 raised to minus 3 divided by C is 5 to 10 raised to minus 6. Do the simplification. We got quality factor equal to 20. Okay. Similarly, these kind of examples we'll discuss in the